Hey guys, thank you for clicking on today's video, my first in a 5-part series on Raid Shadow Legends. So excited. I have one of the best players in the world chosen on to kind of guide me and you guys through early and mid-game strategy. But if you download this game, make sure you use my link below. I don't get anything from that, but you guys do. You get the Executioner, who is an amazing champion that normal players who just download this game do not get. You can ride him really hard in early game, even into mid-game. He's actually really good. You also get a bunch of silver, but it's only valid for 30 days. So just make sure you use my link below. Again, no extra bonus for me, but there is a big bonus for you guys. Also, stay tuned for information about 10 other exclusive prizes, including gems you can use in-game and also voids to summon more champions. I'll give that info midway through the video. So make sure you use the link below, valid for 30 days, and enjoy the video, guys. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. This is video 3 in the 5-video series. I want to thank Plarium, the developers of Raid Shadow Legends, so much for allowing me to do this series. It's been really, really fun so far. In the first 2 videos, I had Chosen Brad. He is a... one sec. I'm going to redo that.
Oh, and you can just call me Chosen. It's fine.
Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. So happy to bring you the 3rd installment of a 5-video series here on the channel covering this game, early to mid strategy, and I'm back with Chosen on the channel. Chosen, welcome back, man. How you doing?
Hey, doing great. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Where we left off is we did a summoning video last video. We have a bunch of new champions to try out. We're going to talk about farming strategy early and mid-game in today's video, best practices and tactics to use. Before, I just want to go ahead and thank Plarium, the developers of Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. Check out the download link in the description below, guys, and I will be giving away, again, 10 free prizes directly in-game if you leave your player name and your ID in the comments below. I will pass those on, the winners on, to the developer. So let's go ahead and talk about, so where we left off, man, I was super excited because I got Biggin, a legendary, my first legendary champion, and one of the better ones, you said, right, in the game?
Yeah, that was that. You had a little bit of unfortunate luck if you didn't get him, but getting him just really put it over the edge and made it kind of worth it, because now you have an end game viable champion here.
Heck yeah. Well, let's go ahead and equip him with artifacts real quick, and then let's just hop into like farming and in campaign mode.
Okay, yeah.
Is that what I should be doing? Like, is it, when I get a new champion who I really want to try out, do I automatically just go in there? Okay, so I don't have much here at this point.
Yeah, no,
so,
it's fine. You're not gonna be perfect when you're kind of starting out, so don't worry about that. I would try to get him kind of as much crit rate and damage as possible.
So attack percentage on these divine things at the very bottom?
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Like yep, I don't know. Counterattack when hit? What one should I be doing here?
I would, let's see here.
I don't have much.
Check your offense sets, like the red one. Like you have a 4-star weapon there. That's probably going to be used on the offense set.
Okay, done.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to equip that. And then you have a 4-star shield. Yeah, you can upgrade it to level 4. That's fine.
Yeah.
Level 4 is pretty quick.
Yeah. In my off time, I will upgrade these to like level 10 or so, at least. All right. So level 4, that unlocks, in case you missed our first video, that unlocks kind of the second tier of skills, I guess. Is that what is the best way to describe it?
It just unlocks another substat. Yep.
All right. So what else? Oh, the shield. Yep.
Yep. You have a 4-star shield. I would go with that. Again, we can't be too picky early at game.
Yeah, we don't really. Now, how do you get these? What's the best way to get better artifacts?
Typically, early game, it's going to be grinding out the respective level of the campaign. So each level of a campaign is going to drop a certain gear piece. So, you'll have stage 1 that drops weapons, stage 2 drops helms, stage 3 drops shield, etc., etc. So if you need a certain piece, you can grind out that level of the stage to wait until you get kind of a good one, and then each stage of each level of a campaign will have a respective set that it drops.
Okay, cool. We can talk about that a little bit more when we get into the campaigns as well, in case anybody had any questions. Not that we can answer them live or anything, but all right. So I need. Let's see.
You can go ahead and put the retaliation set on him. Maybe yeah, you might not have better choices right now.
Yeah,
But
I'm really limited right now. I'm sure it's not the best. Like
one thing I want to point out real quick, sorry to cut you off.
No, go.
Quit upgrading the so if you click the little gear on the bottom right,
thank you.
You can just select the level you want to go to.
That's why we have you on, Chosen. The OP strats, man. All right,
That's
cool.
right.
All right, let's see. We'll do just the rest of this. Actually, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you might as well. You're pot committed at this point, so
Yeah.
let's throw the
Now,
boots
am
on
I
there.
trying to always get like the 4 artifact bonus or the 2 artifact bonus on these things, or is it not that? Like, talk a little bit about the artifact set bonus. Is it
Sure.
Is it a be all end all, or when you get to end game, does it become like who cares about the bonus? Just get the really good stats.
Yeah, I definitely think it's best to get the set bonuses, but it's not the be all end all. Like at the end of the day, you want godly pieces. So ideally, yes, you want the set bonus, but I wouldn't like pigeonhole yourself and not use a godly piece that you find just because it's not part of a set.
Okay, cool. So I only have, unfortunately, I don't have the. Oh, this is okay. Cool. I
Yep.
didn't even. That didn't look like gauntlets to me. All right, we're good. Upgrade these, and then we'll have the set at least, and we'll be good to go. Well, I actually have to upgrade the other dude too, huh?
Yeah,
see.
so you'll probably wanna for like, Skull Crusher
Yeah,
and Biggin.
I'm gonna go ahead and equip the artifacts onto Skull Crusher, but I'm not gonna include that in the video because you guys already got the hang of it. So be right back. All right, guys. So I just upgraded, or I didn't upgrade, but I just equipped Skull Crusher. So I have Skull Crusher, I have Biggin, and I have Kale. Now I've already leveled up War Priest a little bit, like a little bit, 19. And I have equipped her with some artifacts. So what do you think we should do in terms of my team here?
Yeah, sure. So for 4 people, as of right now, I'd probably go with like Kale, Biggin for sure.
Yeah.
And then after that, maybe Elaine. And then we might want somebody that like boosts our attack and stuff. Usually I recommend people grab a spirit host. You can get her in the campaign. It's one of these levels here. It's been so long since I had to get mine. But if you click on a level, just click on like any level here on the campaign. And then you'll see on the left side, it says miscellaneous drops. Those are the champions that are farmable from that campaign. I think it's like the forest one, level 4.
Okay. I'm just taking a look at who I have here in these other
Yeah,
ones.
that's okay.
Just out of curiosity, sorceress, and level 4 is.
Okay, yeah.
Spirit
Okay,
host.
so yep.
Okay.
So okay. So when you're farming state level 4, any level that you successfully beat, at the end you have a small chance to get a champion, and obviously the rare ones you see there, you have a spirit host has a blue border. Now, I've done thousands and thousands of runs, and I don't know the exact number, but I would say it's about like a 1% chance. So if you clear a level 100 times, you have a decent chance of getting one of those rares.
Okay.
So over the course of like somewhere between 1 to 300 runs, you should get a spirit host.
Okay, cool. Now let's take a step back here and talk about like campaigns. This is where new players are going to be spending the majority of their time. So what should I just walk us through from the very beginning of campaigns and then get into like transitioning into like farming?
Sure.
What am I doing here?
Okay, so start on level 1, K-Rock Castle.
Yep.
Because that's where people will be starting out. Okay, so you'll see stage 1. It has a picture of a sword, and that means swords drop from that stage. So if you need like a good weapon, you can run that stage over and over until you get a weapon you like. And it's the same for stage 2 as helms, and it kind of shows you what you can expect. If you go down to stage 7, you'll see that it just has the logo of the set. There's not one piece. What that means is you can get any piece from the set from that stage, but it costs 1 more energy. But typically it can drop like 1 tier. It can drop a little bit better gear on stage 7, and it can drop any of the set. So I usually recommend going for the specific level instead of farming the boss, just because that extra 20% energy can really add up over time. But if you're just generally looking for pieces of that set and you have a lot of energy, like right now you have 1800, it's not a bad idea to farm the boss over and over.
So why would I other than just getting those specific artifacts in those sets, why wouldn't I just only farm the highest level that I've completed for XP?
Yeah, and that's probably optimal. Like if you have deep gear and you're able to clear it, yes, you would want to clear the highest stage that you can farm, typically solo. So for you, it would be like using your Kale and then 3 food champions that mean nothing to you, that you're just going to level up for experience. So typically players will farm the highest level that they can do solo, and then just bring a bunch of champions that are trash and kind of level them up. They call it food.
Got you. That makes perfect sense. We talked a little bit about food in, I think, our first video as well. So if you guys missed that one, go ahead and check it out. So for me, obviously, I haven't, progressed much here. Really quickly, how do I get my 3rd star? A noob question, super noob.
Yeah.
But like, why am I not 3 stars on this one?
Yep, that's okay. So click on the level.
Yep.
Like click battle or whatever.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so then
right
you'll see right there in the middle. If you just complete the stage, you get 1. If you beat the stage without anybody dying, you get 2. And if you do it with 2 or fewer champions with nobody dying, you get 3.
It's right in front of my face, but I'm like, dude, some of these
I beat
in 18 seconds, and I'm like, what?
No, I don't blame you, because I didn't know until I just didn't even notice it. So
okay, cool. So should I be trying to 3-star everything?
I wouldn't like super prioritize it, because later on when your champions are 4, 5, 6 stars, you can always come back later when it's super easy and 3-star it. So I would do it if it's easy for you, and I would get the stars that you can, because you do get rewards on kind of the bottom there of the campaign map. You get some rewards for certain stars, but I wouldn't kill yourself trying to like do it.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to do the next level that I'm on here, just because I want to see what the new guys look like.
Sure.
But in terms of like farming strategy, these are the 2 new guys, right? Yeah, I think so.
You don't have your Skull Crusher in there.
Oh.
He's the level 1.
This guy?
Yeah. No, he's the one with like the bloody helmet on the bottom, the fourth one over. And then I think we were gonna level up Elaine instead of the Towering Titan on the left.
And Elaine is which one again?
Elaine is kind of the elf archer. She's right there on the bottom. She's like 12 characters over on the bottom.
Got you.
Nope. The one right next to her.
Got you.
That's okay. It's gonna be very. Yep. There you go. Okay, it's very hard when you don't know all the portraits.
Got you. So I'm starting now. Okay, so as I'm going through this one, is there just a kind of a random question? Is the fastest auto attack only 2 times speed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's no. I know that some games go up to like 4 times or more. Do you think that there's something that people will care about, or?
I know people would definitely love to have a time.
Yeah, but then it would change everything, right? Because all the time everybody else invested would be devalued, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, but I think
they don't care.
I think they'll add it. I think they'll add a ×3 at some point, and maybe add it to like the premium subscription or something to make it more lucrative to buy. But I don't know for sure, because people in the end game are already farming the campaign in like 5 or 6 seconds per stage. So a ×3 would make it like 3 or 4 seconds. So I don't know. Yeah, they might add it at some point, but.
Okay, so I beat that level. Now, in terms of going on auto attack versus going on like manual attack, is manual only for like when you're trying to beat a level for the very first time, that you just that you need to have precise abilities and whatnot? Like, how often do you use manual versus auto? Is it just farming versus not farming?
I basically never use manual, because I like to kind of be efficient and not like, it's just really a pain to play manually constantly. I like to just have it on auto go. So, but typically people are going to manual when they're really trying to like beat a stage they've never beaten before. They've gotten to kind of a wall of progression, and they just want to beat a stage to get like that 3rd star or something, or when they're fighting the clan boss and they want a certain ability rotation or something, or in the arena. But typically when people are farming the campaign, like what you're doing right now, it's 99% of the time it's going to be on auto.
Okay, so for me now, this is what I'm doing. Like, even if I wasn't recording right now, I guess I would just be you know, just progressing until I can't go any further, and then maybe just going, I don't know, like a few levels back or something. I'll obviously want to take time into consideration too, because if it takes you forever to clear a level, even if you can clear it, I guess it'd be better just to go a few back, right? Like, what would be the optimal strategy for just XP farming? Don't care about anything else.
Yep. So I would grind a level that is gonna give you like a set item that you need. So what typically is the best option is to get to the like lifesteal set, which is level 8. You're on like level 5 or 6 right now. Okay. So if you can get to level 8 of the campaign, you're able to farm the lifesteal set, which is one of the best sets in the game for like early to mid game players. So it's a good idea to really grind that part of the campaign map to get lots of lifesteal artifacts that you can put on your most used champions, because it'll help you in progressing in kind of general ways in the game.
So lifesteal's where it's at.
For early to mid game and even some end game, yes, you want lifesteal set.
Okay, so then what am I? Okay, so we're gonna wrap up the video pretty soon. Before I do, like, 2 questions. Number 1 is, what haven't we covered in terms of XP or farming that my viewers need to know, if anything?
I would say the artifacts on the top row, which is the weapon, helm, and shield, they always roll the same main stat. So those ones are kind of more consistent. The ones on the bottom, the gloves, the armor, and the boots, those can roll different main stats. So when you're farming the campaign and you're looking for certain artifacts, it can be very important to, you know, get those crit rate gloves and get the attack percentage chest and get the speed boots. So I really recommend focusing on those stage 4, stage 5, and stage 6 to get yourself good gloves, good chest, and good boots, because those pieces are going to be very important to get the proper main stat on.
So 4, 5, and 6 focus on, and then after that I'm focusing mainly on 8 lifesteal, right?
Yeah, getting to that point where you're farming stage 8 to get a good, you know, reserve of lifesteal pieces. Done.
All right. Sorry, it came down to the end there. All right,
that's right.
I think it was it Biggin or was it Skull Crusher who was my last guy standing? It was Biggin.
No, it was Skull Crusher, because he has
my man.
He has a lot more sustain, so he lasted a little bit longer.
Okay, heck yeah. All right, so my last question is, because now we actually recorded these in a short period of time, these first 3 videos of the series, but now we're actually going to wait a week or 2, give me time to actually progress and really take some time and work on leveling up my characters. So why don't you, I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, Chosen, but why don't you kind of give me a goal in my mind? Like, what would you have like me to have done? What should I be focusing on in the next week or 2 in terms of my team here? Like, what would you like to see from me? Give me some homework. Give me some homework, man.
Okay, sure. I would get a spirit host.
Okay. From write this down. Okay.
I would get a spirit host from the stage 4, because she helps a lot in arena. She has a speed aura and she buffs your attack, so she can also help a lot in arena and certain dungeons. A really good kind of early game support. I usually recommend people grabbing a spirit host.
Okay.
And then probably just getting your Biggin and your Kale, you know, up to like level 40 or 50.
Okay. Yeah, don't be easy on me, man. Like, I'm gonna put some time in here, so I'll aim for 50.
Okay.
And then,
cool.
So Kale, Biggin. So you think my team is pretty solid here? Should I actually try to get that lizard dude too, or?
I don't think you're really gonna need him. You summoned some decent AoE damage dealers. Obviously, Biggin's amazing, so I don't think you're really gonna need to rely on a Saurus.
Okay, so should that elf chick be my 4th, like, for my entire, you know, early to / mid game strategy in terms of campaigns?
Yeah, and honestly, Adriel's not a bad one to invest a little bit in. She's got a really good speed aura for Magic Affinity champions, which you have a lot of, so you could almost build a Magic Affinity team. But we want to spread out a little bit, so I would say for now, maybe, yeah, you could level up a lane, because she's going to be very useful in a lot of situations. It's just rough to go too heavy on the magic and not develop another damage dealer of another affinity. So hopefully we can summon a few more champions within the week and get us a damage dealer of a different affinity, or I can pick out your best one here.
Okay, no, let's go ahead
with.
and I'll summon. I'll contact you off air, and we'll talk about it, and I'll share the progress with my my viewers in the meantime.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All right, Chosen, thanks so much for coming back on the channel. I really appreciate it, man. Guys, go ahead and check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and
yeah, you bet.
subscribe. How many times a week do you upload?
Usually 5 or 6 videos a week and stream about 4 or 5 days.
Wow, so there's a lot of Raid Shadow Legends content on his channel and his streams, so check him out, guys. You won't regret it. Again, the link for that will be just under the download link in the description below. Thanks again to Plarium for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you guys in the next video in this series. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Huge shout out again for Chosen for coming on the channel. Make sure, just another reminder, use the link below. Make sure you get Executioner and the free silver when you download this game. Again, the link will be the first line of the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.